Cool cats, cool dudes, and out and knackers backhill. Sexy backhill. Very sexy. Welcome to We All Love Leeds, the show where we discuss our love of Leeds. How are we all this evening? This fine Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon for some people on certain time zones, such as Gary, DWTT, watch his show on Monday nights and Saturday afternoons, partly on Saturday afternoon because I'm on it, partly on a Monday night because I'm not on it. How are you all? I think I've said that again. There you go. We know how Scooby is because he's basically naming the man that I named as my, what's the word? Cool cat, cool dude, person of the week, blah, blah, blah. Hello, Anders. How are you doing, sir? Am I too shouty to people that are in the YouTube sphere? Ben is aware that we are doing a show. Obviously, you know, he has issues with work, so I can't speak to why Ben is not around, but let's be fair, sometimes these things do happen, to be fair to him. Obviously, I hope he's okay, as I say, whenever that happens. Scooby-Doo 2 is tired. He's up till 5 a.m. watching Skins, and I know how that went. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, my God, it's a YouTube raid. Oh, hello. But in all seriousness, hello, John Garside. How you doing, sir? How you doing? Evening to Russ Morgan, a contributor. So I can say that word properly. I'm English, yet I can barely speak any of it properly. That's called being from London. Much less being a Leeds fan from London. How are you, Mr. Morgan? And Herbert, Mr. Herbert, how are you doing? Mr. Herbert is said, I'm good, Mr. Tom. It's quite sexy, really. That's not for me to say. That's more for your wife. But still, I mean, partly for Altanaka's wife as well. But did you score backhill for Leeds United, Mr. Herbert? Point made. But seriously, how are you all doing? I've said that about 96 times, and I'll probably say it again. But head up, John, top of the league. Scoobs. JSY, Jess, always welcome. Always welcome. Good to see you. Good lass. Good lass. Everyone can hear me. I've got people from France scan that they can hear me because I get a bit animated. But no, seriously, how you all doing? Said it again. Ian, Pink Cushion, great to see you. Awesome. Evening to Ian from Scooby-Doo 2. At least I can say it without nearly saying Scooby-Doo. At least give me that. But still. What we got on the docket tonight? I hope there's a football match that happened today. So, but still. Anyway, so I've got some other comments. Director John, the godfather of the We All Love Leeds show. Director John said they have invented decaf coffee. I may need some of that, maybe. Why do people have decaf or have coffee as a stimulant? But then they went, no, I want to be less stimulated by it. So take away the. There you go. Thinking the same thing that Bremner's Ghost has said, what the fuck good is decaf coffee? Pointless as zero alcohol beer. Miss Melina is in. Hello, Miss Melina. How you doing? Obviously, John Garside is saying hello, director. Respecting the Godfather, as you should. Not that I'm going to force anyone to, but you should. And everyone's saying hello to Jimmy and Mel, as you should. But still, Director John's the Godfather of the channel. Did any of you actually see the contest? I mean, let's pretend, for argument's sake, I know which one is likely to have seen it and which one of you haven't, and totally understandable. But the Scooby-Doo 2 with, I like sugar in my sweets, caffeine in my coffee, and alcohol in my beer. There you go. Fairly succinctly. Well done, sir. BX Gunner is in the house. Who do you support, BX Gunner? I'm joking. I know he supports. And Russ Morgan with Break It Down. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Anyway, ITV is fucking cool. Can we play on ITV every week? Spoiler, Jimmy, I thought that too, personally. Admittedly, we're not on ITV every week. Therefore, I've not actually been on the end of us getting humiliated on ITV. that was my initial thought. I half expected a message from Ben basically digging out the referee. Didn't get one. Partly because I think after his initial, I'm going to give Sheffield Wednesday all the decisions in for the first half of the first half. He then decided to do this really interesting thing where he basically just threw out the rules of football. And if you remember in the game, you got that 1 minute of football where basically every tackle went in was probably yellow card worthy. And he just went, nah, no foul for Sheffield Wednesday and for Leeds. I thought it was quite joyous, personally. I was a big fan of it. I arguably thought it was a Football League experiment to see what would happen. Well, you got a lot of fouls happen in that minute. Again, this is basically what I thought. I don't have BT Sport, to be fair. So a lot of the complaints I've got in the tweet section, I can't fully outright say it's sexist, but you know, I wasn't born yesterday. But again, I haven't listened to her prattle on while we're losing a football match, so you know, it's hard to say. But I thought she was fine. I thought Lucy Wall was fine. I didn't see Fart go to the crowd after game because of stupid adverts. Other than that, don't know what meant to have seen them. You got Pepsi down the top. He's made me look, hasn't he? Have I? He's typing right now. Made me look. Couldn't help it. Where'd they get 7 minutes extra time from? Just made it out of thin air. I think the referee enjoyed the spirit of the game so much that he was just like, "No, we'll keep it going." But seriously, I don't know where he got it from. Proper Wayne Kerr. See, we've done this. Ian, apologies. I initially was going to attribute that to Scooby Doo too, but obviously it was not. Well, I did, because I actually did spill something down my top earlier. Hence why I kind of missed 30 seconds of the game. Leeds were on a corner, and I left the room to basically, I had a sauce or something. But again, I didn't know what it was, but still. And then I'll tell you what happened. During that 30 seconds, we ended up passing the ball back to the goalkeeper from a corner, which it kind of pleased me because it's upholding the traditions of Leeds United. Because if you can't pass the ball back to the goalkeeper from your own corner, is it truly Leeds United? There you go. Glad ref did give 7 minutes, though. We're not seeing Shogun's cheeky backheel. Who is Shogun? I know that's what you call Tanaka, but surely Tiger Tanaka's a much better nickname than Shogun. I mean, I prefer calling him Owl personally because it's a name. And I'm against calling footballers by their first name, but it's just funny that his name is Owl. He doesn't look like an owl at all. Took it well, Jimmy. Would a darker Parker suit Farker? Yeah. See what you've done there, sir. Lad, that's fast react. It's really impressive. Can we start the animation of Finger the Duck doing a largely Robbie Keane celebration? You know, like the skeleton from the old Sinbad film or Morph. Shogun Tanaka. Okay. Where do we start? Well, we'll start with a game, of course. Has been created. Let's talk football. The game started. It was played today at Ellen Road. This was Ellen Road this morning. I say every week, God's country. Leeds United started with Melier in goal. Guys, what did you make? Not necessarily the performance. What did you initially think? Like, be honest. What did you initially think when you saw the team sheet with that man's name on it? Obviously, Bogle, Byram, Rodon, Ampadu to cover for Pascal Strout. Get well soon, of course. Rothwell and Tanaka. Personally, I think it's been rather, don't mind me saying, I think it's rather fortunate for, also don't wish it ill on Pascal Struck, but it's fortunate for Daniel Falk that he's not actually had to make this decision of putting, 4 into 2 spots, because he can now shift at least one of them back out to defence. Like exactly what happened around this time last year. Daniel James, Brendan Aronson, Solomon and Peru. Largely fine. Do not expect him to play, or do not expect Solomon and James to play on Wednesday. I think that's going to be a game for largely Ramazani and not know. Melier is the GOAT. That's certainly a take. Hello, Spencer. How are you doing, sir? If you do like your NFL, he does tend to do a show at midnight UK time on NFL. And put it this way, he knows more about NFL than I forgot about the NFL, basically. Knows a lot about it. Tanaka, you don't look like a Tanaka. Frank Dux from, that sounds like a Bloodsport quote. He looks scared shitless to me. Indeed, BX. Clean sheet today. Melier going for the Golden Glove or the Crusty Sock. That's kind of a reference to Mr. Tom Talk Wrestling, which is a thing that happens on Thursday nights at 10 p.m. Oh no, I thought, oh no, I'd forgotten. Do they ever shut up? I don't give a plop about Melier playing. Solid first 11. Your plops are valuable, Pinky. So that makes no sense. Or does that make sense? Sorry. Don't know why I didn't know. Welcome to Sam Greenwood. I was imagining like an applause or something, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure his feelings ain't that hurt. I just want to see something out of my interest. It does show up, but he's a moderator. Anyway. Just for my own obsessive compulsive disorder, this is the Sheffield Wednesday team. Now, to be fair, I didn't know that they had Mr. Vegas on their back of their shirt as a sponsor. So then when Gassamba was on the floor at one point, I thought, what a little prick calling himself Mr. Vegas. Turns out it's just a shirt sponsor on the back of the shirt. Definitely the Crusty Sock. Evening Bronco, who made the pick in the Lions Den? Doodah. Who made the pick in the Lions Den? Me. I don't even know what he's talking about. Well, I do, because the Detroit Lions lost to his Washington Commanders, but still. Gassama looks like it. Yes, I thought he's clearly their standout player, but he still won't get in our team. You'd have to move serious things around, pieces around the board to get him into it. But still, I'm so happy to see my friend Sam here. Minorska Van. I don't even know what that means, but still. I mean, it's obviously Swedish / Norwegian / Scandinavian. Hey Anders, chat, hello, Bronco. Yeah, you're keeping the chat busy, so I'm just going to move along with the thing. This is the formation for Leeds United. Obviously, the sort of formation you expect us to play, but for some reason, they've done a game of like pass to parcel, and they've stopped it here before they actually put the pieces in the right places. Obviously, Solomon's on left. Daniel James would have been on the right, and for some reason, Rothwell has been put in at. Yeah. So just have to use your imagination on this one, people. And just for symmetry, Sheffield Wednesday. Very generous of them to act like they're playing with our formation, but I thought Bogle was very good, to be fair, Jimmy. Commander Scooby, you heathen. Anyway, so who's the player they've got that's going back to Southampton? Is it Charles? I thought it was one of their defenders. Big up Sam for Miss Molina. But the big up Mr. Tom for Miss Melina. That is actually the correct one. But still, yeah, Charles. I thought it was one of their defenders though, Jimmy, or if they as foot mob basically might done what they've done with Leeds and basically put the players in the wrong places. But still, but obviously in the UK, something really surprising happened where Leeds United were on Sky Sports, but not just on Sky Sports because a championship game live on ITV. But how? 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 I don't know why, but it just was. So I couldn't help myself. It's like I put it on Sky Sports, and it was like Andy Hinchcliffe is commentating. I was like, nope, let's go to ITV. A lot of people did the opposite, even though they claim to hate that man. But they did the opposite, and some even then went onto LUTV with their VPN and things like that. Hoof. Don't know what I'm going on about that. Melina, how are you? From Sam Greenwood. Sammy Socko might be on their name. You might be Sammy Socko now, Sam. So anyway, the game kicked off and we're underway. Yeah, okay. And barely had enough time to even put on the kettle. Actually, that's implying that I'm really slow at putting on the kettle, which kind of am. At work one time, I once made a cup of tea that was cold with cold water in the hope that they'd never ask me to make tea again. So it was successful because that's why I did it. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so a through ball got put in and Aronson chased it down. To be fair, Aronson chased it down, and then the goalkeeper sort of come out to claim the ball and didn't claim it. Solomon then skips onto it. Instead of shooting straight away, he's like, no, I'm just going to make sure I go to the side of him. And then big gap in the goal. And goal. I was very happy with this. Delicious. 3 minutes gone. That photo even would imply that he's not a midget. Well, actually, it might even make him look more of a midget. Anyway, it's not for me to say. Underway isn't a word. The game has got underway. Isn't a word. Are you really? Of course, Sam. It's just the one sock, unfortunately. Solomon looks like a Spanish street pickpocket. Good footballer. That confession gives more weight to the it wasn't an accident with Gary in the restaurant version of events. Well, who actually wrote underway without space in it, or was I meant to say it with a space in between? Solomon reminds me of Pablo Hernandez. I'm not even going to touch that one. Ben Ramazani got a bollocking for doing the backflip. And we're underway, Piggy being pedantic. I mean, that's Piggy though. Hello, Stacey. How you doing? Mum Overlord is in. How you doing? Good to see you. I know, Sam, but it's good to have backup. I don't know what you need to have backup. Oh, it's the sock thing. No problem. So Solomon does his celebration, but then obviously we did our applause for Jayden Bamford. Unfortunately, a Leeds fan and mascot from earlier in the season who succumbed to, I believe it's leukemia. Apologies if I'm not strictly right with that. But so obviously it was right to acknowledge that with a clap. But I was very surprised to see that Leeds United took that as an opportunity to have a shot on goal, which I wasn't expecting because I'm used to when you acknowledge the death of a fan or a young fan, for example, the game stops. The game didn't stop. Seriously, Tom, it's like having a young Pablo at the club. I was saying that more because of Sam calling him a Spanish pickpocket, which obviously I wouldn't do that. I would just repeat that Sam said it, because it's Greenwood. It's what Greenwood does. But in all fairness, hey Sam, hey John, hey Scooby. Not fit isn't a definition of pedantic. I'll try and read out what he says correctly. But he is fun at parties. He is fun at a party. I went to a party with Pinky. Well, I say a party, being at the Leeds Pavilion. But still. Pablo picked plenty of defenders' pockets over the years. JD5 is alive. Hello, Jess. How you doing? Good to see you. What are we doing now? Oh, but basically the game went to half time. Ed at the break, thanks to Solomon's early strike. The one joyous thing we got to see on ITV coverage was obviously Stuart Dallas in the building. Chris Waddle believed that Sheffield Wednesday dominated the game. It's important to say that. Chris Waddle thought Sheffield Wednesday deserved to win this game. In fairness to him, after we scored and we thought they'd open up a bit, they did open up a bit and they came at us. But, you know, Johnny Five is alive. I didn't do that with the gravitas, lad. I apologise, Sam. Why is the guy on the left wearing a giant shoe? Okay, let's pull up. Oh, sorry, I got the wrong image up. Oh, yeah. Let me take your comment down, Sam. So, I believe it might be because he's the secret giant of ITV. I don't actually know his name. Apologies to him. But I do know he's the fella that presents their highlights on Saturday night. I mean, why would I watch their highlights on Saturday night when the highlights of Leeds United go up on YouTube like 20 minutes after the match? Well, why? I'm surprised they still do the highlights. But I suppose it's for the 8 people on earth that don't own a mobile phone. But still. JD5. Bloody hell, those shoes are massive. Annie Herber says, I knew someone called Pincushion, he had pink eye. Or he had a pink eye. My apologies. I really have got to learn to read your comments as they're written. I mean, I don't want to say not much happened second half. It was joyous when the referee just decided to ignore the rules of football for a minute or so, and we just started kicking the shit out of each other. It was fucking incredible. I don't have a mobile phone. Use my missus' phone if I need it. Also, the ITV highlights are for Jimmy, for Bremley's Ghost. My apologies, sir. Jaden Daniels 5. He wears number 5. He's Washington callback 1. Really, do I really need to read all that out, Jimmy? I'm getting so confused with who's who. Scooby. But actually, I might as well have done that by the time I was giving out about it. He's a new Washington quarterback, won the NFL Rookie of the Year. It's the best quarterback I've known us have. And I love Joe Theismann. I should have just read it. It was easier to read it than give out about it. But Lolo's here. Lolo, why are you here? Never see you on Sunday night, sir. Hello, all the same, of course. Jimmy did join the 21st century. I must say I'm a little jealous. Recorded the match to watch again later. Don't blame you. I'm explaining to anybody who didn't know. I appreciate you probably ain't fussed, but here I am. I read it. I read it, dude. I'm not. Thank you for the answer. Not sure, to be honest. What did you enjoy the most over the weekend in the football, Lolo? In all seriousness. I mean, I could guess what you enjoyed the most, but it's not fair for me to really do that. Ramazani then went on to score in the 87th minute, and personally, I thought it was a lovely finish. It was basically, they're blocking me. They're blocking me. I've got nowhere to go. Oh wait, he's just opening his legs a bit. I'm just kick the ball through his legs, ran into outside right into the corner. Delicious, delicious stuff. But I know you're not here for that. You're here to have me talk about the sexy Japanese Altanaka. I didn't even know that was his photograph for when he scored a goal, because obviously last time he played for us and he scored a goal, and it was like, yeah, but we conceded goals to Hull, so the fact that you scored a great goal was irrelevant. But he did score a great goal today, and we won. And we won. What do you enjoy the most? He won $60 on a 120. Is that the one with the corners, sir? Because Man City were you were racking up the things on your parlay. No, I think you should volunteer to guest co-anchor, but you have to be Sean Connery the whole time. The whole time. Tanaka is really celebrating that. He had a great night of playing Fortnite. Oh, fucking hell. That's incredible. That's incredible. Do you know his parents did come to a Leeds game and got drunk? Not fair for me to say drunk. I don't know they got drunk. They were on the beers, though, with the Leeds fans. Of course, they want to be with the Leeds fans. And so, obviously, for anyone who didn't know, basically, Ramazani had a shot. We took a corner. It got moved. Sheffield Wednesday moved the ball out of the box. Fell to Ramazani. He took a shot. Tanaka, I mean, it might have gone in the corner. Who knows? Who cares? And then he just backheeled it into the other corner. And it was like, yeah, okay, that's lovely. I mean, I'm not being sarcastic. It was lovely. If Arsenal scored this goal, you'd have seen it 47 times today on the various social medias. But it's Leeds United, and we're massive, so we only see it 45 times today on social medias. I like Lolo. He's very good at it. And hello, Tom. How you doing, Tom? Get up, my lad. How you're doing? All good? Yeah, I'm not doing bad, sir. I'm really not doing bad. It was awesome. It was awesome. So obviously Leeds won the game, and we'll do a very quick mid-show question of the week. Who got fucked up today 3-0 by Leeds United? Good lad, all these Leeds channels need to be more ahead than where they are. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Very quick mid-show question a week. Who got fucked up today by Leeds United? Sheffield Wednesday, Detroit Wednesday, sure, whatever. That was it. And that was our mid-show question of the week. Chris Wardle got fucked up today. Why not? Alton, Sheffield Monday. Tom's getting more views and more likes in Pattaya Club's live stream. I have no idea what that is. But sure, awesome. Really appreciate it. I'm surprised even one of you turned up to watch this, much less like 20 or something like that. But awesome. Lawrence, even Lawrence is here. Sorry, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. I didn't even know Lawrence was alive after his birthday on Friday. Happy birthday, sir, of course. Did you have a good weekend? Thank you, sir. Thank you. West Ham won, didn't they? Not saying made fun of them. It feels like everyone had a good weekend. Well, apart from Arsenal fans. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Some people would say Sheffield Wednesday got smashed like you should all smash the like button. Anyway, what? Sorry, what's that? Anyway. Oh, the Rams are coming back. Spencer, we went with the Rams, didn't we? Spencer was my NFL guru for the weekend. Smash the like button if you hate Man U. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to not do that because that'd be very irresponsible of a YouTubing. So, but still, what did I say? Director John has sponsored this section of the show where basically we go over the stats of the game. And my favourite stat of the game is that we scored 3 more goals than they did. But in a very more real way, Leeds also got more shots on target than they did. And Leeds actually got a lot more than them did in other metrics. And you can probably do the zoom in thing on your phone and all that. And, you know, it's all really cool. But I love these graphics from Director John. He's a good man. And despite some of the things he says sometimes about me, but still, he's a great man. But Ramazani needs to start next game. He probably will start the next game. This may be a controversial view, but I actually think Daniel James is a more effective substitute, simply not because of his status as a footballer. Nothing against him as a footballer. But in the Championship, when you put him as a tired against tired, grizzled, old Championship defenders, he will fuck them up. Big game coming up for the Ravens. And could the snowfall turn the tide towards Philly? I have no idea. Probably. Unless it turns out they didn't, of which I'm just going to say probably not. Do our American friends know that it's a man from Pudsey who designed parts of the White House, the column parts? I forget the proper name. And for those not from Leeds, Pudsey is in Leeds. In fact, it is a very specific part of Pudsey. Is it the corner part? Is it the Pudsey part, corner part of Pudsey? Hi, Miss Melina from Anthony. Everyone's saying, Lawrence is saying hello to Melina. And Tom says, I agree, bro. Tom is agreeing with Tom, saying, you're right, that pace is unstoppable. It is. Our wingers are quick. I want to see more long balls than back. I keep thinking you're saying Radrazani. I probably am. To be fair, Lolo, I probably am. Because as I established at the start, my relationship with the English language is sketchy at best. I'll Google it. I forgot. It's all right, Scooby. It's fine. It's fine. Save your time. I know you're already Googling it, but I'm just saying it'd be nice. Hi, Lawrence. Tom, I hope this is okay. 97 on 3. No, that's fine. Absolutely. If you want to do Fantasy Premier League or whatever they call it, 97 T0 or not 0 or O. TON3. 97 ton 3. It's a code for his fantasy football league. Lawrence is saying hello to Lolo. Tom's agreeing with Tom. I appreciate that. Good stuff, Tom. Proving yourself to be an astute individual. I used to play an old roller steam park on Parsley Park and Full Neck Moravian Settlement. That's quite a name. Anyhow, also important to notice, these are the results for match week 27 in the EFL Championship. It obviously started out on Friday night, where if you had been watching The Stoop, which goes live in UK time at midnight, Friday night, Saturday morning, where I would very poorly described the Burnley 0-0 draw against Sunderland, where two penalties were missed. 2 penalties were missed. The same player missed 2 penalties, one in 86th minute and one in 90 plus 2. And if I'm wrong, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But it was 2 penalties. Russ Morgan is he's posed a really good question of 20 people watching having nothing else to do. I made this. I'm amazed with this. Amazed with this. But Russ is also right. Not that I'm going to make anyone do this. Technically listening to this, watching the NFL and playing FIFA. Also known as EA Sports FC. Still. But yeah, FIFA, bro. FIFA. Pink Cushion saying hello to Gary. Oh, Gary's back. Oh, Gary is back. Sorry, a lot's gone past in a minute. Gary's back. Gary's one of my favourites, despite a lot of the things I'll say. I did not confess that I wasn't innocent in the restaurant incident. I was just saying that I did once make a cold cup of tea and coffee to avoid being ever asked to make cold tea and coffee ever again. Successfully, because I've never been asked since. Impressive gamesmanship by Trafford. Yeah, that is true. That's true. I'd have been furious saying. But still. So are the Mighty Whites headed back to the promised land? Well, you know what? Let's have a look at the table, which says we might. I mean, it also says that Derby County is shit. Hello, sir, by the way. Mr. Zanzi from, I believe he's on Dan Gooner's channel. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. With Leeds United. Currently top of the pile. There's this pile, and it's Leeds United, top of the pile. And I'm not sounding arrogant when I say this, because deep down, us Leeds fans, not me and Zanzi, Zanzi don't support Leeds, unless I'm wrong, and then I apologise. But seriously, I sit here and we're all waiting for the shoe to drop and something to go wrong. But until it does, I'm just going to enjoy the ride. Because the thing I notice with Leeds fans, not enough of us enjoy the journey. And hopefully that journey is going up instead of like, what usually happens. But still. But I just want to have another look at the table just to confirm that Derby County are terrible. And I can sit there and call Derby County terrible because we've beat them twice in a month. So I know that's very unlikely to come back and bite me on them. So they can't take any points from us. I mean, it really, personally, for me speaking, I could be totally wrong. This Derby County team could let the teams around us win, but would they be good enough to actually do that? So, anyhow. Russ Morgan is clearly an astute individual where he's basically acknowledged Sam Greenwood as a sexy beast. And Sam Greenwood has replied by calling Russ Morgan a glorious slag. Speaking of which, there is a show on Thursday nights. Slags in the Dark on Thursday nights at 8 p.m, where basically two slags named Tom and Sam discuss movies and other such bullshit. Greenwood, be a good lad and put the your channel thing in there, please. It would seem genuinely irresponsible to not do this. Zanzi I will get to other people's comments. Absolutely a member of the Adams Arms. There's so many for their please to sit. I'm so damn happy that Derby are pooping. Dude, I fucking hate Derby County. And I don't hate many football teams. And I collectively hear about 10 people say that is a lie. That is absolutely a lie, but it's not a lie. Because very few teams have got in my grill like Derby County. But still. Right, Flags in Dark is a good show. Thank you, Mr. Herbert. There's loads of comments. It's all Gary, like everyone acknowledging Gary as the true hero of society, which he is. But still, Luton's going down. It don't look good for him, because I probably shouldn't have done this, but if you go to the other results, the thing you may have noticed if you actually put two and two together is a lot of the teams at the bottom won, and a lot of the teams outside of the top four didn't win. Like the rest of the top half, apart from the top four, did not win. Well, Plymouth didn't win either because they suck, obviously. Because once you hire Wayne Rooney, there's only one way to go. It's down. It's down. Don't get Tom started on Derby. Yeah, it's true. Thank you very much. Sam Greenwood's YouTube channel. It is genuinely enjoyable if you do like I say films and TV. It's mainly films, and we will be looking at upcoming films. And admittedly, I don't know what they are because I've not researched it yet. But still, exactly, John. Fuck Derby. I'd use a much stronger word than your very clever wordplay. But I suppose this would be a great time to actually. Should we look at some upcoming games in the Championship, or would you like a question of the week? A serious question of the week, like not just me making some shit up off my head. So some things I actually made up off my head, like previous to this show, and then we got this really cool graphic made by director John, the true hero of the show, behind the scenes. Question of the week, awesome. Question of the week, awesome. Fair few films coming up soon, Mr. Tom. Are one of those films? Question of the week. Zanzi does say best thing to do: add a morsel of ingredients, sit back and watch what happens. That's true. Bielsa, Ange was called the Brisbane Bielsa. There you go. Yeah. Okay, everyone. It is time for the Mr. Tom question of the week. But of course, because I don't know if Gary's ever actually seen me play this before, I'm going to play Gary's version of that video. Now, although I'm legally an adult, I do giggle at the part where it spins. It's quite cool. It's quite cool in all seriousness. Thank you, Gary, for that. Bielsa should be Marsh. Or does Russ Morgan want a jingle? Depends how much I like Russ. Well, luckily for Russ, I like him enough to play the jingle. That's really cool. Of course you love it. You made it. But in all fairness, thank you for making that for me, for the channel, of course. Miss Melina wants the question of the week. Russ loves the jingle. And let's get on with the question. Name these lucky 11 gentlemen who have played for both Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, look who's appeared. Yeah, it's the London part of Yorkshire. Sir. London. You're right, Rosie. It is your specialty. Mr. Tom, does Mr. Tom dip his chicken wings into it? I've tried that. I've tried that. It just washes the dip off of the chicken wings, and then you end up having your Pepsi taste like peri sauce. Not recommended. Anyway, let me put up the initials for these people that have played for Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday. These lucky lot. That's actually correct. Miss Molina's in even before it came up. Impressive. Very impressive. Ross Bartley did play on loan at Leeds United. He's one of a million people that have played on loan for Leeds United. Let me get the list up just so I can confirm it, because I do kind of know it, but at the same time, a couple of them that were even before I was there. What's his name? Okay. Bailey Peacock Farrell, correct. Bailey Peacock Farrell, correct. Peacock Farrell, correct. Baldy Banana, why not? Absolutely correct. Sterling, correct. John Sheridan, probably. Actually, correct. Not probably. Scratch that. It's correct. Colin Palmer, somehow. Yeah, but it's true. It's Colin Palmer. John Newsom, correct. Britty Pig Fandango, why the hell not? It's Sunday night. I only know Ross Barkley, because I looked him up when he was at Chelsea before, because he was good, and Chelsea tend to ruin players. Yes. Although Ethan Ampadu quite respectable. I blame Tom Lees. He's one of them, I believe. True. Jesus, you got a lot of them here. John Pearson, buck naked. Give Lawrence bonus points. More points for Chris Nicks for Barry Bannon. Also, Barry Bannon's watch quit. Stirrup, his wig, whatever. Chip Punk in midfield. Correct. How many centuries are we going back? 2 or 3? Probably 2012, because that's when Leeds had every footballer in England on loan. John Sheridan, Bobby Brown. Why the hell not? I especially like his theme. I mean, Ghostbusters too. Bradley Peacock Farrell. Why not? That's the cousin of Bailey Peacock Farrell, I assume. Roseanne Barr. Absolutely played for Leeds United probably at some point. Sheridan. Palmer. Pearson. It sounds like I'm Monica Geller in Friends when she's sitting there going, 7. Correct. 7. Jizzy Sock in midfield. I've never been more correctness. Jolly Noobs in defence, 100%. All the noobs. Daniel Fark probably played for Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday. He was a striker, you know. Jaden Pinkett, why not? Bannon, 7. Bannon. Junior Firpo. That, I have to draw a line on that one. He would never lower himself to play for them. I'm so... Sorry, Miss Molina. I apologise. I just have to have respect for Firpo, of course. Bannon, multiple sclerosis. Fucking hell, Chris. Director John's pissing himself in the background. You've actually got a reaction out of Director John. Pearson. Ouija, as in Glass Ouija, I've discovered. Tom Lees. That is actually correct, Russ. I mean, in all fairness, you probably have cleared the board for the most part. Jean Paul. Why not? Chris Nicks. I was about to say the answer was Chris Nicks. I was about to go, yeah, probably. German slut. That's not PG. That's not PG at all. Biggest Dickus. He just wants me to get clipped. And why not? Imre Varadi. That's incorrect, because that's actually a real footballer. Of someone who did play for Leeds United, I believe. Maybe in like 1991, I believe. Something like that. Going south. It probably is correct, though. But he's not on this list. Bjorn Borg. If that was the Leeds United fans question of the week, possibly. No, it was Stefan Edberg, wasn't it? Anders. Correct. Terry Logan in defence. Why the hell not? John Newsom, Barry Bannon is not a footballer's name. Correct. Chris Paul. Even though I believe he's from the National Basketball Association, absolutely played for Sheffield Wednesday. Might have gone on loan to Leeds United. Cerebral palsy in midfield. Fucking hell, he's got a good undefeated streak, some would say. Charlie Parker. Babs Binzer. Similar to... Michael Sheen, who did play the manager of Leeds United for 44 days in the damn United movie. I should have got that one, Sam. Counter-strike in attack. One heads up, 7 up. Mild Sriracha. Duck, goose. 100% correct. Donald Trump played for Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday part of this is the most ropey, of course, so I'm just taking your word for it, Lawrence. Joe Swash. What's left? Bingriff Bergman. Dr. Gerald Shipman. Don't Google that. Actually, Google Gerald Shipman, because it would then probably take you to who it really is. And anyway, Snowden ain't on there. Well, Snowden is there, because Snowden was spelt with a G, sir. GS is Glenn Snowden. In Snowden. Newsom. Brad Pitt Friday. 100% the goalkeeper for Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday. Barkley is correct. Big balls in midfield. I used to play for Leeds. That's not PG. That's not PG, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. Lolo. Wonder who he's here. If he's still here, he's like, why the hell am I? What's going on? Tiled lopsided. Sure. Oh, I. So TL and CS. Yeah. Ross Barkley. Barkley Ross. My apologies, Spencer. I owe you more respect than to just. Oh, Glyn. Yes, sir. Clues, please. Oh, TL is Tom Lees, which has been said with respect about 9,000 times. Tomorrow I will go through and count which one got said the most, which is a lie, because I'm not going to do that, because I have a job and I'm going to attend that instead of doing this. Rose West, why not? Who have we missed? I don't even know at this point, because you've probably got everyone between yourselves. But Moobsag, which allegedly they do. Jeggin Slimfit, Cole Shutt. That's probably the one we missed. Cole Shutt. Because again, Cole Shutt is a real person and a professional footballer. Count Suck Your Blood. Why not? CS is Cole Shutt. Charlie Slag. That seems to someone hacked Gary. Cole Schlutt. His German brother. Yeah, absolutely. Gary is correct from Sam. Good striker was Shay. Played all over the place too. Culinary specialist. Shutt scored the winner against Stuttgart in the replay. He certainly did. Shutt scored a goal in the European Cup / Champions League. Yeah, Leeds were in there at one time. We've been in twice. Jingly Never Regions. Why not? How could I not get that? Didn't play. No, he played for Wednesday. To be fair, Scooby, keep in mind that a lot of players from that time period would have tried to stay in Yorkshire. Like, you know how you get like Arsenal players that will go join Chelsea or Fulham, something like that. Bob Bunkhouse, John Pearson, correct actually, and Leeds have so many nobodies that no one's heard about. And here they are for all your benefit. There's absolutely no way that you did not get all these between us. Impressive. Even the fake ones were mildly amusing. Despite the fact the answers are up there, customer service is quite obviously correct. Can't work out the initials of who AT might be. I'm sure someone's going to have something made up by the time I finish rambling on right now. So I'll leave that up for 10 seconds and I'll just have a sip of a carbonated beverage while I play Gary's video. Time that well. Awesome stuff. So before we get into some content and tweets and memes and stuff, the upcoming fixtures. In midweek, Leeds United are at home to Norwich, and we definitely need a result here because if you look at the other teams that are around us, they are also probably going to get points because Plymouth are at home to Burnley and Swansea are at home to Sheffield. Actually, they're all on away games. So, yeah, we really need to take advantage of this. Oxford versus Luton is a 6-pointer at the bottom of the table, but still, well, I'm just going to pretend I'm interested in that. Anyway, almost got Colton Palmer with podcast. Bio break back into. That jingle sounds like a bad 90s video game. What you got to do me like that, Mr. Spencer? What you got to do with where the jingle is better than the game itself? I mean, you're right there. Jingle, very happy. Hey, I support Arsenal, so we don't have any attackers. True, Zanzi, it's a travesty. Norwich will be lucky. Or tricky, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Rosie, which I'll read this out as exactly as written. I know you've probably heard this before, Tom, but that was over far too quick. And I can tell you for a fact you're wrong because this actually lasted 30 seconds. I usually go about 22. Too excited. Just a tip. Anyway, that's not the Premier League fixtures because this ain't the Premier League, bozo. I can't believe I used the word bozo when I'm not 12, but still. Plymouth versus Derby is like a local derby game. You're exactly right, it is, apart from the fact they're both on opposite ends of the country, sir. In that it's not a local derby game at all. He's whipped out jingles this week trying to short take us. I'm looking Corveries. It's actually going to be quite difficult for them in the fact that they're travelling across the country. But I'll give you that. Round 1 is for you. Round 2 is for her. Just be greedy and take both rounds for yourself. Not for me to say. Exactly. Boing. Bozo. Yeah. Sheffield Wednesday losing this game. Oh, they're playing Bristol City, aren't they? They have to be. Because otherwise you wouldn't have mentioned it. Fuck it. We weren't there. Say it was half hour. Be a lot funnier if I didn't know. Anyway. So, yeah, those are the fixtures for the midweek round of Championship fixtures. Leeds play on Monday night. So, that's it for this week in terms of our actual involvement. Because this time next week, we will only be discussing the Leeds-Norwich game because Burnley versus Leeds won't have happened yet. So, it'll probably function as a bit of a preview as well. But that sounds boring, so I don't know if we'll even do that. Why don't we just look at some tweets that I found insulting commentators? Actually, tell a lie. This is the part where I go, the twat in black. And as I've already said, the referee, David Webb, he looks like he's been told that his electricity bill was going to cost about £82 more than pence more than he's expecting. Doesn't look happy. I thought he had a good game in the context of the fact that he barely knew the rules of football or ignored them. So beautiful. It'd be much fun if you bragged it was 2 days, but that would obviously be a lie. There'd be more police in attendance than fans at the Millwall vs Cardiff game. It's true. Ladies first, in my opinion. That way you can be sure getting a replay. He looks like a barber. Who looks like a barber, John? Where do I pick up my Twat in Black award? Oh, he looks like a barber. That's true. That's actually quite true, actually, to be fair to you. That looks like modern beach attire. David Webb is a wanker. The infamous black twat. Rose's ambitions. That's definitely not PG. Question, Mr. Tom. Who is your favourite show you go on? And who's your favourite co-host or panellist? Well, that feels like a trap. So
you better say On the Stoop.
That's why it's a trap. So it's obviously On the Stoop. Jalen Hurts in blue. Me naturally. Well, you were third. You did your best, but in all seriousness, it's actually now time for Wanker of the Week. Wanker of the Week this week, sponsored by Director John. the greatest director in the YouTube community. We have Big Ange Postecoglou, and mainly because I can actually find a photo of him where it looks like he might actually be doing it, but also because his team are absolutely shocking. Ref wearing light blue, another Man City supporter. Sam Greenwood, Anthony, they're both not PG. I've seen the wrestling photos. That's true. That's actually true. But also, my actual real contention with him is that he's making Archie Gray look like a bad footballer on a weekly basis. And Archie Gray getting an own goal today was just like the icing on the cake. It's like, why are you trying to upset the boy? Why are you putting him in situations where he's going to look bad? Wanker of the week. Happens every week, Mr. Samsey. Every week. Pol Pot is my favourite panellist, is the words of Sam Greenwood. Pol Pot. It's the time now where we look into it's not my opinion, it's Twitter's opinion on the dipshits of commentary. So we were spoiled for choice for commentary today on the Leeds United game. Basically, on one hand, Dean Foley made it clear the choice was ITV Leeds. Sam Matterface and Lucy Ward, one is boring and the other whinges constantly. Daniel Mann and Andy Hinchcliffe on Sky Sports, an actually good commentary duo, which tells me he doesn't know what he's talking about. But still, let's give him his chance. He says, thanks for making my job easy. To which Matt Maze Hill UK, Matt, said, you are joking. Lucy Ward is brilliant. Andy Hinchcliffe should actually be in jail for his co-commentary effort. Hope everyone is well, by the way. Congrats to Georgino Rutel and Humbling Scumchester, of course. Check out Slags in Dark on Thursdays at 8 p.m. He spunked a rainbow. That's actually true. It actually makes sense, because of the graphics for the Wanker of the Week. Makes sense. Cheers, Rosie. And Joseph Fritzl, hi. Hi to your kids. Speaking of kids, how are you kids, Joseph? I'm well, Joseph. Slam Slapper Face isn't very good. I'm good, Rosie. And Fritzl saying hello to Rosie. Before I get into this is not my opinion. I thought Lucy Ward. Put it this way, I chose to watch ITV because I didn't want to listen to Andy Hinchcliffe. I thought Lucy Ward was fine. Admittedly, I've not watched Lucy Ward commentate on a weekly basis. So a lot of these comments may actually have merit, but a lot of them, I don't know, but still. Please, Sky Sports from Bertie Bollocks said, please remove Andy Hindsight Hinchcliffe from commentating on Leeds games or offer being able to watch games with crowd and ambient noise. Only then we can choose. Or noise only, then we can choose. Please, he is consistently awful and biased. Prefer Matterface to Sam Parkin. I got halfway through disappointing movies last night. How can you be disappointed in Dunkirk? I wasn't disappointed. Oh, you're talking to Spencer. Oh, fuck, it's Fritzl. Thanks, Rosie. I've never seen Dunkirk to be disappointed in it. Anyway. For fuck's sake, obviously his display pic tells you what he thinks of the goalkeeping situation at Ellen Road. Shut the fuck up, Andy Hinchcliffe, you Wednesday wanker. Because he did choose to play for Sheffield Wednesday. Grumpy old man JP says, doesn't Andy Hinchcliffe just hate Leeds? Why do we have to listen to him bigging up our opponent every single time? I've just put it on mute. Just switch it on ITV. It's fine. In all fairness, I do understand what he means by it, because it always feels like he's wanting the upset, so he can sit there and go, oh, they've just worked so hard against Leeds United, and whatever. Fuck off, Hinchcliffe. Your clip from Road Trip on your channel was funny. Spunk to Rainbow. Quick fucking around, mister. Rams with a safety. Hello, Tarak. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. If Hinchcliffe wasn't involved in Leeds games, you'd be bored. Well, as I said, we had an alternative today, and I took it. I didn't know if I was taking it too far, Sam. Didn't want Tom to be upset. I thought it was fine, personally, because I think a lot of what I said in that clip, I was right. So I loved it, because it just emphasised even more that I was correct. But that's okay. It's okay. That's not a fight here, children. 16-15. I think I did the over on the spread, so I'm doing really well there. Zanzi's, he's like pink cushions, loving Zanzi's comments, and Sam Williams. I'm sure Tom. I enjoyed the ingenuity of it all, personally. It's good fun. It's good fun. What am I on now? Oh, we've done that one. Ballon d'Ars. I only put it on here because of this, because it's a Ballon d'Ars. And Hinchcliffe is now an authority on goalkeeping, for fuck's sake. From Al Wilkinson, or Albo Wilco. Don Goodman, Mackham in Morecambe, said Don Goodman has to be the worst commentator I've ever heard in my life. To which Jogan Roche, I nearly called that Rogan Josh, but that's the joke. I see your Goodman and raise you Andy Hinchcliffe. Andy Hinchcliffe. Let's get on to some of the comments about Lucy Ward over on ITV. For some reason, Matterface doesn't come up a lot. But why am I not surprised? Good job, Mr. Tom. Don't see my tweets about Leeds. I didn't even know you was on Twitter, sir. I noticed it was ITV as well. Still watching Sky because of that woman co-commentator saying that it's Andy Hinchcliffe on here. Not a fat lot better. Come on, Simon. You have the audacity to have your wife / your sister in your display picture. That's certainly a choice. Anyway. I'm going to sleep. Bye, everyone. Have a good night, Fritzl. Have a good night. Let's tuck the family in, of course. Good night, Joseph. Twix. I don't even know why I said that. Tarak, you well? From Rosie. I was about to call her Josie. Don't know why. Joseph, what did you take up this weekend? Probably some woodwork. And, yeah. I was having a good time. I laughed as well, Spencer, but I don't want anyone to get upset, so I'm not saying it. Fritzl going to sleep. Thank God for that. Is there any way Lucy Ward isn't? TNT, ITV 2 days running. We have to listen to her incessant nonsense. Absolutely ruins the coverage for me. So what? I mean, admittedly, I'll say this, so what? I would be saying the same thing if it's Hinchcliffe. I'm going to admit my hypocrisy because I sit on a weekly basis and get annoyed at Hinchcliffe. But I thought she was fine. But still. Anyway, we'll move on. Rich Brute says, Lucy Ward and Sam Matterface on ITV commentary, the worst two out there. Back to Sky to watch the game. It's like, but you do not know when it's going to be Hinchcliffe. What the fuck are you doing? Sorry. Pardon my language. It's absolutely awful. Anyway, at ITV Football from Bo VC La on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. At ITV Football, I have a commentary team of Sam Matterface and Lucy Ward. What an abysmal decision by ITV. Football coverage is mediocre now. Do you not listen to viewers? Absolutely pathetic. Okay. I hear Lucy Ward's voice more than my own family's. That was good. does some knitting. Why didn't Leeds sign Dele Alli on loan? Can't be letting Como one up. To be fair, I imagine he's done it as a favourite to your mate, Fabregas. I knew it. I think you'd be good at Mousetrap. I'm surprised he didn't say he was doing some building work or something in the dungeon. Sorry, or for 1 second, Sam. So, anyway, ITV, you really need to listen to your viewers. As long as you have Lucy Ward commentating, viewers are either going to switch off or switch over. They're just going to watch the football. I wonder what the viewing figures will actually be if it actually come out how many people watched ITV compared to Sky. Because obviously it's very rare that you actually get this kind of simulcast with football. I still don't know why we did. I think it's Seth doing Dele Alli a favour there. You're probably right. I fully expect him to play 2 games for them, then basically decide that he didn't want to do anything in training or whatever, and then he'll basically disappear and then pitch up again at Besiktas or something. He's probably already been there. Anyway, Dandy wants to know if Fritz was going to sleep, closing out the basement. Jenga, Zanzi. Spencer watched neither because he's edgy like that. I didn't bother watching the championship. I spent time with my family. I did the sensible thing and did anything other than watching the championship. I don't know why I did that like he's Dr. Evil, but fuck it. Why not? But he's a good lad in all seriousness. And the insanity of Sky viewers paying to watch Goodman and Hinchcliffe. I am not a championship snob, as Spencer says. Sandsy, I'm going to dream about a fair and equal world for everyone. I have big club privilege. Oh, so you are a championship snob. In this week's Norway news, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the new manager of Besiktas. And I do have one more tweet about commentary, and I can't even remember what it was, so I may surprise myself here. Is Andy Hinchcliffe done crying yet? Oh no, I do remember it. I specifically put it last for this reason. Because that's the main thing. As long as Andy Hinchcliffe was upset by the result in the football, that is genuinely the main thing this weekend. So we have that done, and I suppose that's the end of the show. Is what I would be saying if I hadn't remembered to put up this week's football memes. Oh. Too childish of me. Anyway, so in this week's edition of the Sunday Roast, Basingstoke Town FC tweeted, to lad who yesterday confidently ordered a pint at the bar while presenting valid ID, but then strolled over to snag an under-18 ticket while holding said beer, we salute your commitment to the hustle, but mate, pick a lane. You can't be both. You really can't. Damn it, Tom. Enough with the teasing. Bring on the roast. The roast is here. Sam is losing you viewers. I know, it went down to 46. That's not true. I applied for Love Island. They rejected my application. They wanted me to be mean to others, so that's something I refused to do. Okay. Did you hear that Wayne Rooney is in negotiations to become a pundit on Match of the Day? Will Thomas heard this and basically said he'll get them relegated to BBC Two. That's very good. I've got live footage of basically Southampton playing against Nottingham Forest in today's action in the football. They're spinning the ball. But yeah, that is the Harlem Globetrotters for anyone who doesn't understand the reference. And Southampton are playing the role of the Washington Generals. Actually, I think you will see the dip happen when Rosie came in. Yes. From Spencer. The world has been punished. You in a mankini would make eyes water. I don't even know where that came from. Respect abated Stoke FC and roll on the floor laughing. Rooney to Rangers is my bet. Southampton's played that role a lot this season. They've been the Washington Generals all season. But also, Southampton have got a genuine fear in their mind because Derby's record low point score is lurking. It's lurking. And obviously now, not to get political on here, because generally it's not what we do. I hate everyone equally. But someone tweeted, Neville Saville, former Everton goalkeeper, said, I had learned a lot about the LGBT community. Everton fans, would it bother you if we had the first player to come out? It wouldn't bother me. To which Mike, at 187819, replied, it'd be good if one of them came out as a fucking footballer at the moment. Is that NBA Live 97? It probably is BX. Sam, have you watched NXT? Southampton are garbage. Not yet. NXT is a good watch in all seriousness. It's a fair old watch. Speaking of coming out as a footballer, a few of them did today, actually, to be fair, because not a home win. No, they'll be celebrating like they won a trophy for hours. But who were their opposition? Who did Everton spank today? Well, it's not a good watch. It's amazing. Tarek's right. It's amazing. It's amazing. Basically, if you like women wrestlers, watch NXT. Full of them. Full of them. Anyway, on Netflix in the UK. Did you hear about Spurs bringing out a new DVD? I believe this is from Sam Greenwood's catalogue, which he basically put out there. The amazing day we took the mighty Tamworth to extra time, a commemorative DVD celebrating the unforgettable pressure we put on the non-league side. Get it all good stores. All good stores. Zanzi with a very serious question. Why have you smeared your camera with Vaseline? Or at least I hope it's Vaseline. Because I love women's football. That's Spencer's take. Does that include trans, Neville? I suppose that's a serious question. But anyway. Toffee flavoured mash. Quality from Tarak. And Spurs are DVD specialists. They certainly are, from what I hear. Well, not what I hear. Russ Morgan. Where's Russ Morgan? Russ Morgan has been putting out some quality content lately because he has got this depiction of Spurs players trying to play darts after the PDC World Darting Championship. That's not a word. World Darts Championship. And you can see how good they are at it. Thank you to Russ for providing that. Happy Sheffield Wednesday loss today. It gives us confidence going in a Wednesday night away. Hello, Kieran, of course. Andy, we have another one of your lot in there. And by your lot, I obviously mean Bristol City fan. Welcome, Kieran, by the way. How you doing? My camera's... I'm not on stream now. But you have a camera, to be fair. You coming out with why did you smear Vaseline on the screen? Because I love his football was funny. That's true. True. Hi, Sam. And Spurs defence looked like taking a good darting from a vet's trank gun. Big up, Kieran. Yeah, awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. In Japan, there are clubs where you pay to have someone make you cry. We call those clubs Tottenham Hotspurs. That's the joke. The camera tip to just peek. It's been awesome. And this here is a depiction of Ange picking his Spurs tactics. This is actually the inside track on how he get the method down for it. This next one is probably out of date, but I'm just going to say anyway. Things that are going down at this current rate. It's a lovely joke. Thank you, sir. Well, I assume you mean Sandy's jokes, but still. This came in from Ryan. For any fans of Only Fools and Horses, Tottenham fans, what is your game, pal? What is your game? Are you useless or something? I'm really sorry about that, mate. The defence on this thing's a bit dicky. I don't even know what that voice was that I put on, but still, it's a voice. And most important thing we have to ask about anything associated with Tottenham Hotspur is, why is Danny Rose dressed like he's about to deliver bad news to Darth Vader? Why? 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 Why for my rainbow? Expressions called down the Australian Barry Evans. And pointing that way, we might find a new job soon. The state of Danny Rose's outfit. Only Fools and Horses class. It was filmed in Bristol. Of course it was. Of course it was. I'm surprised you're not in it. Danny Rose going to get his Burke reenactment. That's amazing. He must be on a dare, right? Has to be. Anyway. That's enough about Tottenham. But is it enough about their rivals? When it's time to ruin an Arsenal title race, this man will always be there. Because he used to be there. He literally used to be there. I was in it. You were what? Danny Rose looked like he's going off to the Pink Coconut Club. Aussie Barry Evans is perfect. I thought calling him the Brisbane Bielsa was quite tasty, personally, because tactically it's true. Lots of good music came out of Bristol, it sure did. And what a bell end. It did, Sam. But speaking of his replacement, Arteta without Saka, having a conversation with Pep without Rodri. So this is what it feels like when doves cry. Hugs all around, hugs all around. But speaking about Pep, this is the maths behind Haaland's new contract this week, because he's doing all right for himself. 26 million yearly, 2.2 million monthly. £72,000 per day, £2,976 an hour, which works out as £49.60 per minute, 83 pence per second. Whether that's before or after tax, I don't care. I don't know. Didn't work it out. Someone else did it for me, obviously on the internet, whatever. But it's crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. Doves, yep. Which basically has led to this being put in a room in the Etihad of Pep making sure that Arteta knows, don't forget, you are here forever. Not bad for a prison sentence in the Championship very time. So Tom's not enough to hold it. No, I'm really not. And to think that come in the 2025-26 season, Haaland will be getting that in Division 3. That's true. In all fairness, though, I think if they really thought they were getting demoted, they wouldn't give him a 10-year contract. So either they've got a really big shot coming, or they know that they're not going to get punched. In all seriousness, I know Arsenal fans won't like to hear that, but still, use the calculator. Impressive. That's true. That is impressive, Ian, because that's the sort of thing you would do, sir. We all hope so, Tarak. Yep, and could be argued that doves brought peace to football. Is that something to do with the war, sir? But I think Pep's last outing on this show, because Pep was in conversation with Norwich. And Norwich went, Pep, this is the only time I'm ever going to say this. It is not okay to lose. And this is how the TV should have advertised Pep's match. Man City's match with Ipswich should have been advertised this way. The world laughed at Manchester City for their slumping form, but they're no longer shite, and they're getting revenge on Ipswich Town. Pep, Ipswich 5. Doesn't matter, they'll start Super League. And I heard that, Mr. Tom. Nah. Not the war, no. Dino biscuits, me. Oh, Dino biscuits. Okay. I don't know what that means. Man City are good at finding loopholes. Got a feeling contract extension plus signings is one of those. It's probably true. Holland will get £1.66 every time he has sex. That seems to be the maths, Mr. Zanzi. Seems to be the maths. I got flashbacks of Rocky 4 watching that match. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. To which they thought that was Apollo Creed Ipswich. But no. After the match, Norwich were thrilled with that outcome. We hardly ever get thrashed by Man City anymore. You've got to play them to get thrashed. Got to be in the Premier League to play them. Anyway, what? But what about the other side of Manchester? We are 3-1 down at home to Brighton and sit 13th in the league. We need an absolute game changer to transform this match in 10 minutes. Ruben Amorim is like, yeah, sod that. Just bring on Anthony. You'd actually have done better bringing on Anthony Herbert more than Anthony, to be fair. Where's Stefan when you need him? He's probably drowning in sorrows. That's how to calculate. And that if I had that contract, I would do 50p. It's really nice. I don't know why I roasted myself there. It's alright, I did a similar joke myself earlier. Bring on the spinning top. So true. If you were married, mate, so true. Anthony has to be the biggest Prem flop ever. He's certainly going to be up there. Man United would have won 4-3 if you bought an Anthony Herbert. Haaland the Ice Cube from 9.5 weeks to 9.5 years. Sam Greenwood had this quote from Patrice Evra of watching Man United is like watching Pornhub. You always have to get fucked by different teams. I don't get it, but it just sounded a bit. It amused me. Just because it said Pornhub and it was about Man United. Someone got fucked. It was probably Man United. But still, speaking of getting fucked when you're Man United, this is what Brighton think of Manchester United every time they go to Old Trafford. They just shit all over them. Seagulls. It's because they're seagulls, of course. And this one is more for my own personal amusement, more than anything. It's a bright on, bright off. Bright on, bright off. I just can't help myself. People need to take this laptop away from me, because I'm just going to sit again. Yeah, I promise I'll stop. Brighton in Scumchester from Chip Stealers to Dream Stealers. Tarak's having a great time. Pornhub quote is hilarious. Shall I do it one more time? Because why not? Right on. Right off. I promise I am a full functioning adult, despite what some people may believe. I think it works better because it's Millhouse too. Because he sucks. It's no coincidence Brazil have been shit with Richarlison, Jesus and Anthony in attack. Who could have told you that wouldn't work? Imagine what Richarlie Dad thinks of Richarlison. Just saying. People love the bright on, bright off. It's true. I can't remember what I said, but I'm probably not whatever I said I was. Probably an adult, something like that. But no, I promise. And the final one, and I'm pretty sure that Greenwood's going to enjoy this one. The final one for this week is basically you have to feel for Arsenal. They've dropped 22 points this season, and every single time has been due to a refereeing conspiracy. So unlucky. So unlucky. Next time we play Brighton, we'll have to sing Rutera's song about scoring at Scunthorpe. I just want to keep singing Bright On, Bright Off. Imagine going from the likes of Romario, Bebeto, Ronaldo, Adriano, Ronaldinho to that lot. Does Ben get paid for this week's episode? I will give him his fair cut of the contract, of course, because as the sort of guy that I am, I'm not a good guy. But I will, of course, give him the cut of nothing, because that's how much we get for this is fuck all. But still, don't show Russ. I'm gonna totally send it to him just to see him explode. And with that window behind you, Tom, are you in Dan's room? Yes, probably. Fucking refs. Rivaldo, knew you meant, sir. He's a good player, that Rivaldo, and Leeds is Leeds. That should end the show, but I never do. Before I go, it was actually time to bring on. Before we do go, this were the predictions for Leeds United through January. I got the correct score today. Obviously, I sent this direct to John in the end of December. For argument's sake, we'll say the end of December. And can you imagine what this show's going to be like if we do actually get promoted? I will probably turn up to this drunk as a skunk. Do skunks get drunk? I don't know, but I probably will. We'll find out. Not buying a skunk to make that happen, but still. So I predict Leeds are going to beat Norwich 2-1 based on our home form. And then on Monday night, next Monday night, 2 Mondays away, hopefully we'll get something at Burnley. But yeah. And obviously we'll be out next week to talk about the midweek game against Norwich because we're not playing on the weekend due to playing on Monday Night Football. Sky know the big games. Out once with Andy Hinchcliffe, we'll get a weekend off because he's going to be working Monday night. Are you converting to Leeds? Rivaldo is still rolling around holding his face after getting hit by the ball on his leg. No, but I would have a soft spot for them. Prefer them to Burnley when they were in the Prem before. Do Newts get pissed? I have no idea, sir. Leeds replacing Spurs will be awesome. I don't know why I zoned out then because he's right. It would be awesome. It won't be the worst thing that happened in my week. Leeds 2, Norwich 0, Burnley 2, Leeds 2. I blame Tom for my Leeds fascination 4 years ago on a cold night on the stoop. It's where it all began. Most nights are cold nights, to be fair, when you're in the winter. In England, it's cold anyway. Do you think if Leeds get promoted, Ben will promote Meslier? What I will say is, despite how he comes across sometimes, he is all in on Leeds. And I do think he would praise Meslier for not fucking up enough to actually prevent the promotion. I don't know why I said relegation, but still. What am I doing here? All these comments before I go. Should I Photoshop Ben at the thumbnail? No, absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not. I see you're impressed with your own suggestion. But yeah, but no, obviously, I'm sure Ben will turn up next week no doubt something would have happened at work. Obviously, I hope he's okay and all that. But Rosie has just decided to try and upset me. But I'd be flabbergasted. You know what? In a new, like, Tom's trying to be more positive, I will thank Rosie for giving Leeds a goal in that 12-1 defeat. Why not? Burnley 4, Leeds 2. Only joking. Burnley 4, Leeds 0. There you go. Let's get that correct. Actually, Tom and Yeboah. That Yeboah goal is sauce. Absolute sauce. Spurs in a relegation battle is wonderful. Miss Melina, have you heard the Sesko rumour? Yeah, didn't he sing the thong song? I've heard that joke a million times, but I don't care. Heard we're in Higuain. Ain't you bought haven't you bought, I forget what his name is, Luis Suarez, by putting £1 over the release fee? Ben Furrow and Melier. That'd be great. That'd be great. That'd be amazing. Rosie to it. To the photo. That'd be quite a show. Desmond, as in Desmond Tutu. Mr. Tom, finish off with your wrestling picture for Thursday. I think Tom would disown you, John. Leeds winning 1-0 for both games. I'll take that. I'll take that despite the... I'll do that. That fong. Anyway, what? I shared the info with the Mr. Arsenal podcast group chat. Mel is what Spencer is referring to. Spurs would have the nicest stadium in the Championship. Only top level playing there would be the NFL. Spurs and Everton to go down would be awesome, but they went and gave each other 3 points instead of just sharing one because they're selfish. They're selfish and don't want me to enjoy myself. Sam Greenwood with Rosie might come on a live show one day, but she'd probably only show her feet. And there'd be people that would absolutely love that. Because people are people. Wooden pallets, for some reason. Don't know why he's saying that, but why not? Anyway, to answer your question, Mr. Herbert, I'm going to put it on Gary's thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look, thank you to Gary for showing up. Outstanding work from him. Yeah, don't forget, I do have a wrestling show on Thursday nights with Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing that happens on Thursday night over on Mr. Tom Talks Wrestling, which is a YouTube channel where I talk about the wrestling of the week. It's a real thing, even if the thing they're doing isn't real, but still, that's a thing. For all that, I could get religious. Rosie will come on after I send her the Rangers jersey. Sam, I won't tell you again. Stop messaging me asking for feet pics under the guise of Tom Leeds. Do you mean Tom Leeds, the player that used to play for Leeds and Sheffield Wednesday as part of the Mr. Tom question of the week? That logo. We want the old logo back. What? The old logo? Don't want the old logo back. The old logo's terrible compared to the new. Nah. I was basically like, I want even more homoeroticism. Because if you're talking about something that everyone thinks is gay anyway, it's like, why not go whole hog? But still, anyway, Barry Chuckle, is that a DP? That's not PG. Tarek says, I'll be watching. That wrestling picture doesn't look like they're wrestling. Who says they have to be? That logo looks like a gangbang. We're in the wrestling world, we call that a six-pack challenge. Sorry, what? Anyway, what? Loads of comments. Hello, Moss. How you doing? With Mr. Tom is on and blue-yellow Cronky Rams in wintry Philly. Sackwoon touchdown. They are landing in the cockpit. as they'd say in America. And thanks, Mr. Tom. What do I do? Oh, is that Gary's cue for Gary's leaving? Well, thank you for stopping by, Gary, in all seriousness. I really do appreciate the effort you've put into the show, in all seriousness. That's not me being facetious because he made the thing. I didn't even ask him to make the thing, and he made the thing. So, you know, it's very kind of him. And I get the feeling that Philly are doing well against the Rams. But, yeah, I've rambled on. And I've rambled on for about an hour and 40 minutes. 100 minutes of... 100 minutes of absolute nonsense, if I'm being honest. Like, I do like to speak some nonsense, but still, do my best. I'll thank Director John for sitting in the background, keeping me honest, because Director John's the best director in the game. How many of you all have YouTube directors? That's true. That is absolutely true. The Sasky Guna, who I've only recently discovered or / realised is Moss from the Moss channel. We're top, baby. Thanks, Director John. We're top, baby. Yeah. Sorry. Just, I get excited. I get needlessly excited, some would say. And as Gary would say, not that there's anything wrong with wrestling in the Tom style. It doesn't even sound PG, and I don't even know what he means by it, but I'm going to go with it anyway because it's Gary. It's DWTT. It's going to be live tomorrow night at midnight, and I'm probably going to turn up in the chat because I'm also going to be doing work for the wrestling show because they go at the same time, and it's just a lot easier to work out this way. But still, have a good night, everyone. Top of the table, totally are. 140 minutes is 80 minutes longer than Arsenal playing. That I totally get that reference, Mr. Zanzi. Awesome. It was great seeing you this week. Great seeing you all. Even the people that have been here every week since the start. I'm not going to give you a special treatment. I kind of Sam Greenwood because he's my boy. But still, to John wants to know, where am I made in the jersey? The Rangers jersey. Rangers. Have a good night, Tarak. Tarak, what do you make? Quick before we go, what do you make of Obafemi becoming the NXT champion? Out of 10. Is 10 being the highest? Because it's the highest. It's 97, isn't it? Sam Greenwood loves Obafemi too. Probably watched 2 wrestling matches in his life, but he loves Obafemi. Awesome. Have a good night, Ian. Boo, get Sam off. Ta-ta for now, one and all. Ruler in the world, 10-10-10. Awesome. Rosie, is Dan Guna doing a stream? I've got to actually sit here and put up the SmackDown for Friday. I'm going to put them on here after I go. So I'll be preparing for my own show on Thursday right now. But anyway, it's good fun. I really do appreciate it. I'm filibustering right now. So I could just end the show. It's fine. But seriously, thanks to John for the work he's put in this week as the main thing we end with. Sometimes I forget to do it, but I don't ever forget to show my appreciation. We love Director John and we all love Leeds because John is the best. Have a good night. Leeds.